Quotes from A. W. Tozer. First quote. Most Christians would be better pleased if the Lord did not inquire into their personal affairs too closely. They want Him to save them, keep them happy and take them to heaven at last. But not to be too inquisitive about their desires or daily conduct. Second quote. But He has searched us, and known us. He knows our down, sitting, and our uprising and understands our thoughts afar off. There is no place to hide from those eyes that are as a flame of fire. And there is no way to escape from the judgment of those feet that are like fine brass. It is the part of wisdom to live with these things in mind. Third quote. The church has failed, by living too much like the world. Fourth quote. The meek man is not a human mouse afflicted with a sense of his inferiority. The meek man has accepted God's estimate of himself. In himself, he is nothing. In God, he is everything. He knows well that the world will never see him as God sees him, and he has stopped caring. The meek man will attain a place of soul rest. As he walks on in meekness, he will let God defend him. The old struggle to defend himself is over. He has found the peace which meekness brings. Fifth quote. Man's lordship and intrusive will has introduced such a multiplicity of unspiritual ways and unscriptural activities, as greatly to threaten the life of the church. These divert millions of dollars from the true work of God annually, and waste Christian man-hours in such vast numbers as to be truly heartbreaking. Sixth quote. The flesh, smiling and confident, preaches and sings about the cross, before that cross it bows, and toward the cross it points, with carefully staged histrionics, but upon that cross it will not die, and the reproach of that cross, it stubbornly refuses to bear. Seventh quote. One of the greatest calamities that sin has brought upon us, is the debasement of our normal emotions. We laugh at things that are crude. We find pleasure in acts that are beneath human dignity, and we are entertained in objects that should have no place in our affections. Eighth quote. The objection to sinful pleasures that has always been characteristic of the true saint, is at bottom simply a protest against the degradation of our human emotions. Ninth quote. The world's sinful and artificial pleasures, are evidence that the human race has to a large extent lost its power, to enjoy the true pleasures of life, and is forced to substitute false and degrading thrills. Thanks.